Good afternoon to all. This is your mathematics section for grade 7th. Okay, in the last class, what we have learned? We have learned two application based problems. Do you all remember what we have learned in the last class? Yes, two sums. I hope all you have watched the last class and written all the notes in your note, right? Yes. Today also we are going to continue that application based problem. It is exercise problems. Okay, exercise 1C. It is in page number 17. Take page number 17. Exercise 1C. Question number 4. First question. Okay. Question number 4. Under question number 4, totally 3 parts are there. So first part, first question. Okay, you can start the class. Listen, our question is, in a class test of 20 questions, 5 marks are given for every correct answer and 3 marks are deducted for every incorrect answer and no marks are given for questions that are not attempted. Simran scores minus 3 marks if she answered 3 questions correctly. How many did she get wrong? Then how many did she leave unattempted? I'm reading again. Listen. In a class test of 20 questions, 5 marks are given for every correct answer and 3 marks are deducted for every incorrect answer and no marks are given for questions that are not attempted. Simran scores minus 3 marks if she answered 3 questions correctly. How many did she get wrong and how many did she leave unattempted? Okay, this is a question. It is a class test. Okay, in a class test of 20 questions, the total number of questions is totally 20 questions. Okay, so in a class test of 20 questions, 5 marks are given for every correct answer. For every correct answer they are giving 5 marks and 3 marks are deducted for every incorrect answer. They are reducing 3 marks for every incorrect answer. In a class test of how many questions? Total number of questions is 20 questions. Okay, so 5 marks are given for every correct answer and 3 marks are deducted for every incorrect answer and no marks are given for questions that are not attempted. They are giving no marks for questions that are not attempted. So Simran scores minus 3 marks. The total mark of Simran is minus 3. Okay, the total mark of Simran is minus 3 marks if she answered 3 questions correctly. She is answering 3 questions correctly. We are going to find the total number of incorrect question, that is how many did she get wrong, how many did she get the wrong question, then how many she attempted. Okay, we are going to find how many incorrect question and how many question she didn't attempt, that is in unattempted question. Do you all understand this question? Do you all understand? I am explaining again. In a class test of 20 questions, the total number of questions is 20. 5 marks are given for every correct answer. They are giving 5 marks for every correct answer and they are reducing 3 marks for every wrong answer. So no marks are given for not attempted question. So Simran scores minus 3 marks and she is writing 3 questions correctly. First we are going to find the incorrect question. That is how many questions are incorrect and how many questions she didn't attempted. This is the question. Okay, so we can solve. Okay, what they have given the first in a class test of 20 questions. So total number of questions is 20. So first step, total number of question is equal to how many questions? Total number of questions is 20, right? So total number of question is 20 questions. And how many marks they are giving for every correct answers? For every correct answer they are giving how many marks? Yes, very good, 5 marks. So marks for every correct answer. Marks for every correct answer is equal to how many marks they are giving? To how many marks? Yes, 5 marks. So 5. Then marks for every wrong answer. So marks for every wrong answer is equal to how many marks they are reducing? How many marks they are reducing for every wrong answer? They are reducing 3 marks. So they are reducing, no, so I am writing it as minus 3 because they are reducing 3 marks. So I am writing it as minus 3. Okay, so What is the next step? What is the next step, da? What is the total marks of Simran? What is the score of Simran? What is the score of Simran? Yes, Simran scores minus 3 marks. So, Simran scores how many marks? Simran scores how many marks? Yes, minus 3 marks. Understand? First total number of question is 20. Marks for every correct answer is 5. Marks for every wrong answer is, they are reducing 3 marks. So I am writing it as minus 3. So Simran scores minus 3 marks. So Simran scores is minus 3 marks. Then she answered 3 questions correctly. So number of correct answer. Number of correct answer is equal to how many questions? How many questions? How many correct answers? She answered 3 questions correctly. So, number of correct answer is 3. Next, we are going to find the mark for the correct answer. Okay. She is writing 3 questions correctly. Next, we are going to find the marks for this correct answer. So, marks scored is equal to, how will you find? Marks scored is equal to, for one correct answer, they are giving 5 marks. She wrote 3 correct answers. So, 3 into 5. Right? Yes. 3 into 5. What is 3 into 5? 3 into 5 is 15. So, marks scored for correct answer is 15. Understand? Next, we are going to find marks scored for incorrect answer. Okay. Marks scored for incorrect answer. Listen. Marks for incorrect answer. How will you find? How will you find the marks for incorrect answer? We know the total mark, right? We know the total mark is minus 3 and mark for correct answer is also 15. How will you find the marks for incorrect answer? We are going to subtract the correct answer mark from the total mark. Okay. So, what is the total mark now? The total mark is minus 3, right? So, minus 3 minus marks scored for correct answer. What is the marks scored for correct answer? It is 15. So, minus 3 minus 15. What is minus 3 minus 15? Both numbers are having same sign. Same sign means what will you do? Add or subtract? We will add. Yes. What is 3 plus 15? 3 plus 15 is? 3 plus 15 is, yes, 18. What is the sign? Both numbers are having same sign means we need to put that sign. So, minus 18. So, marks for incorrect answer is minus 18. Next, we are going to find how many incorrect answer. We have found that the marks for incorrect answer, right? It is minus 18. Next, we are going to find how many incorrect answer. How will you find? How will you find the? So, incorrect answer is equal to, how will you find? We know the marks. Marks, it is minus 18, right? So, first write the marks, minus 18. Next, how many marks they are reducing for every wrong answer? For every wrong answer, they are reducing how many marks? They are reducing 3 marks, minus 3. So, incorrect answer is equal to marks for incorrect answer divided by marks reduced for every answer, every incorrect answer. Understand? So, incorrect number of incorrect answer. So, number of incorrect answer is equal to marks scored for incorrect answer divided by mark reduced for one incorrect answer. Okay, minus 18 divided by minus 3. You all know 3 tables, right? 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15 and 6 3s are 18, right? So, when you are dividing a negative product by a negative product, the answer is positive product. Yes, very good. So, number of incorrect answer is 6. Number of correct answer, how many questions is correct? 3. How number of correct answer is 3. Number of incorrect answer is 6. Okay. Next, we are going to find the attempted question. Okay. How many questions she attempted? So, attempted question is equal to, how will you find the attempted question? Attempted question. How will you find? We have found out the number of correct answer, then marks for correct answer, number of incorrect answer, and marks for incorrect answer. Next, we are going to find the attempted question. They are giving 5 marks for every correct answer. They are giving 3 marks for, they are reducing 3 marks for every wrong answer, and they are not giving any marks for not attempted question. So, this correct answer and incorrect answer are the attempted question. Okay. So, we are going to add the correct answer and the incorrect answer. So, number of correct answer is 3 plus number of incorrect answer is 6. So, this is the attempted question. So, Simran attempted totally 9 questions. Understand? Simran attempted totally 9 questions. Understand? Next, we are going to find how many questions she is not attempting. So, unattempted question. Unattempted question. We know the attempted question, right? Next, we are going to find unattempted question. How will you find? Any idea? We know the total number of question and attempted question. How will you find? Yes, total number of question minus attempted question. Total number of questions minus attempted question. Okay. Total number of questions minus attempted question. What is the total number of questions? See the question and say that. Total number of questions is given the question, right? Total number of question is 20 questions. So, total number of question is 20. 20 minus, what is the attempted question? How many questions she attempted? Now only we have calculated. What is the attempted question? It is 9. So, 20 minus 9. What is 20 minus 9? 20 minus 9 is... What is 20 minus 9? Yes, 20 minus 9 is 11. So, unattempted question is equal to 11. We have found the answer. We have found the answer. Unattempted question is equal to 11. Understand? Again, I am explaining. Listen carefully. Total number of question they have given in the question, it is 20. Then marks for every correct answer. Marks for every correct answer is 5. Marks for every wrong answer, they are reducing 3 marks. So I have written it as minus 3. So Simran's total mark is minus 3. Simran's total mark is minus 3 and she answered 3 questions correctly. So number of correct answer is 3. First we have found the marks for correct answer. So mark score is equal to, for one question they are giving 5 marks. Simran wrote 3 correct answers. So 3 into 5 is 15. So next we are going to find the what we are going to find. Next we are going to find marks for incorrect answer. How will you find? We know the total mark. We know total marks and marks for correct answer, right? So we are going to subtract both the marks. So minus 3 minus 15 is equal to minus 18. So this is a mark for incorrect answer. Next we are going to find number of incorrect answer. How many incorrect answers? So marks for incorrect answer divided by marks for every wrong answer is minus 3, right? So minus 18 divided by minus 3, the answer is 6. Next we are going to find the attempted question. So we are adding the number of correct answer and number of wrong answer. Number of correct answer is 3 and number of wrong answer is 6. So 3 plus is 6. Finally, we are going to find number of unattempted question. For unattempted question, we are going to subtract the total number of question and the attempted question. Total number of question is 20. It is given in the question. 20 minus unattempted question is 9. So when you are subtracting both the numbers, you will be getting the answer as 11. Understand? This is very, very important question. Okay, students, our next question. It is also same page number 17, 1C, question number B. Okay, so our question is, on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, 2 packs of stamps are distributed in a classroom having 25 students so that each student got the same amount of stamps. If each pack contained 125 stamps, how many stamps did each student get? Okay, this is our question. On occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, 2 packs of stamps are distributed. They are distributing 2 packs of stamps. stamps. Okay, having 25 students in a classroom, total number of students is 25, so that each student got the same amount of stamps. Each students are getting same amount of stamp in one pack. 125 stamps are there. They are distributing how many packs? They are distributing 2 packs. In each pack contained 125 stamps. How many stamps did each student get? Do you all understand this question? Okay, first write stamps contained in one pack. Stamps contained in each pack or one pack. I'm writing each pack. Stamp contained in each pack is equal to how many stamp? How many stamp in if each pack contained 125 stamps, so it is 125. Okay, so stamps contained in each pack is equal to 120. How many packet of stamps they are distributing? They are distributing how many packets? They are distributing 2 packs. Okay, so stamps contained in stamps contained in 2 packs is equal to, how will you find? How will you find for one pack there is 125 stamp is there. For 2 packs, how will you find? One pack 125, 2 packs. Yes, very good. We need to multiply. So 125 into 2. Okay, 125 into 2. Multiply and say what's the answer? 125 into 2. 5 2s are 10. Balance 1. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 5. 1 2 is 2. So our answer is 250. So total number of stamp is 250. Okay, stamp contained in 2 packs is 250. Very good. Next, total number of students in a classroom. Total number of students. How many number of students in a classroom? See the question and say, in a classroom having 25 students. So total number of students is equal to total number of students is equal to how many students are? Totally 25 students. In a classroom, totally 25 students. First, stamps contained in each pack is equal to 125. Stamp contained in 2 pack is equal to 125 into 2, that is 250. Next, total number of students is equal to how many students? 25 students. What they have asked in the question, how many stamps did each student get? They are distributing this 250 stamps to the 25 students. We are going to find how many stamps did each student get. Each students getting how many stamps? This is a question. How will you find? How will you find? The total number of stamps is 250, right? They are distributing to the 25 students. How will you divide the stamps? Next step is stamps got by each student. Stamps got by each student is equal to how many? How will you find? Total number of stamp is 25. You are going to distribute this 25 stamp to the 25 student. Okay, sorry, you are going to distribute this 250 stamps to this 25 student. How will you distribute? How will you distribute? The one condition is we need to distribute, all students got the same number of stamp. We need to distribute equally. Okay, equally we need to distribute. So how will you find? How will you find? Any idea? Stamps got by each student. How will you distribute this 250 stamps to the 25 student? Yes, very good. We need to divide. Okay, 250 divided by 25. 250 divided by 25. Stamps got by each student is equal to, we are going to divide this total number of stamps divided by the total number of students. 250 divided by 25. Understand? Understand? We need to divide equally. So we are dividing this total number of stamps to the total number of students. So 250 divided by 25. It's very easy. First we will be taking two numbers. So 125 is 25. 0, remaining 1 0 is there. So put that 0 in the numerator. So our answer is 10. So each student will got 10 stamps. Okay, each students will get 10 stamps. Understand? So stamps got by each student is 10. Understand, students? Do you have any doubt? Listen again I am explaining. Stamp contained in each pack is 125. If each pack contain 125 stamps, so stamps containing each pack is 125, and stamps contained in two packs. One pack is 125. Next, we are going to find two packs. That is 125 into 2 is 250. Next, total number of students in the classroom. So in the classroom having 25 students. So total number of students is 25. Then stamps got by each student. Stamps got by each student is equal to 250. This total stamps in two packs, that is the total number of stamps divided by total number of student. Okay, so 250 divided by 25, so our answer is 10. Okay, stamps got by each student is 10. Stamps got by each student is 10. This is your answer. Students, do you have any doubt in this problem? If you have any doubt in this problem, means please ask me in the Zoom class. Okay, please ask the doubts in the Zoom class. I will give the homework also in this similar form. Complete the homework also. Okay, revise the two problems. Both problems are very important problems. Revise and write the notes in your note. Okay, thank you all.